Tim3LP again asks, what are you going to play after your current series end? I will probably be playing things like Starbound, Planetary Annihilation, Castle Story. Castle Story is currently not really in a state where I can play it well yet. It's still really hard to control. The controls are weird. It's still really buggy. But yeah, those are some of the games I'm looking forward to. There are several other games I'm looking forward to as well, and we'll talk about those on the Facebook group. If you haven't already gone to the Facebook group, you need to go to the Facebook group and you need to join, because we do all sorts of interesting conversations there. And you have a better chance of actually talking to me and me answering, because I get so many comments on my videos. I can't answer those every day. There are just too many of them. So if you want to talk to me, you should come join the Facebook group. Aside from simulation games, what genre of games do you most enjoy? I really enjoy RPGs, but simulation games are totally number one, always. Survival games like Minecraft and Don't Starve are very high up there as well. Also, what kind of games would you like to expand into playing on this channel in the future? Already answered that question, but thank you, Kensei Kitsune. You were actually the winner of the Kerbal Space Program giveaway, where I gave a free copy of Kerbal Space Program to someone. Congratulations, Kensei Kitsune. What are your PC specs? Again, I'll do that later, not right now. Can you do TF2 events? Probably not. I really suck at TF2. Will Mr. Swiggles be there by Dylan Bowman? No, Mr. Swiggles, although he supports me in my YouTube channel, he will not be joining us in any sort of videos. He's a very private person, sort of like Kurt J. Mac, doesn't really like associating with too many people outside of his immediate group of friends. So, Creative Man 211 already answered what games I enjoy. Will you play other space games? Stratege 100 asks, yes! Future space games we'll be playing include Starbound! And other games I'm sure will come out as well that I will want to play. So we will definitely be playing space games in the future. No doubt about it. ILMBAA asks, how old are you? Mid-20s. What are your political, cultural, and economic reasons for leaving the US? Already answered it. Why Korea? Already answered it. What degrees in linguistics do you have, and from what university? I'm not going to say what university I got my degree from, but I will say that I got my degree in linguistics and Japanese and linguistics of Japanese, and I specialized in phonetics because syntax is not that fun in my opinion. So neither is morphology in my personal opinion, but morphosyntax, morphophonology. Morphophonology is really cool. Morphosyntax, not so much. Syntax, not so much. Pragmatics, no. Mostly about the phonetics and phonology up in here. Okay? Yeah, I love that. Let's see. Do you alter the sound of your voice in your videos? Use some form of a stage or performance voice? If yes, is there an exact linguistic term for this modulation or inflection? I don't change my voice significantly while I do YouTube, but I do try to enunciate more clearly and speak more clearly while doing recordings, because if I talk, it gets very difficult to understand me, I think. So my radio voice, quote unquote, is mostly me just trying to speak clearly and try to push my voice forward, push it out. Like people who do theater, for example. That's how I think about my radio voice. I try to enunciate clearly and speak clearly, open my mouth when I speak, try not to mumble. There is not that I know of a linguistic term for that, what I do, but there is a linguistic term that is similar for people who are parts of different social groups or different dialect groups, where they switch back and forth between different dialects or different levels of prestige, depending on who they're talking to. And that's called code switching. Code switching is totally amazing. For example, many of you are American residents, you live in the United States. There are many dialects in the United States, but the most common one that I can think of with code switching is African American English. Yes, African American English is indeed a dialect of English. It is not a different language. It is English, but it has a very unique history that makes it very different from other dialects of English. It is not bad English, just like Southern English is not bad English. It's just a different dialect. But the point of this conversation is that African American English speakers very often have different code switching times where they will speak to some of their friends in African American English and then to different friends who don't speak African American English in standard American English. And they will do this not just like when they're in a group of people, but talking within a single group of people to different speakers. This happens a lot. It's called code switching. If you don't know what it is, you should look it up on Wikipedia. Type in code switching, maybe code switching linguistics, and read all about it. It's totally awesome. Lots of research on it. Very, very cool. Bidialectal speakers are some of the coolest people in the world. You should totally talk to your friends if they speak multiple dialects of a single language or multiple languages. Yes. All right. What type of computer do you have? Spencer Hughes asks. I built my computer myself. I ordered the parts online. It was about $550, and I built it. It's a couple of years old now, but it still plays everything I want to play, so there's no real problem there. Already answered who Mr. Swiggles is. Can you do any Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's Play because they are awesome? I do know Yu-Gi-Oh! I was involved with Yu-Gi-Oh! A bit when I was younger, but I'm probably not going to do any Let's Plays for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I don't really like any of the games. The games don't seem very fun. I played one Yu-Gi-Oh! Game once. It wasn't very good. Nah. Nothing against Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very entertaining in its own way, but not really something that I want to play on the channel, maybe, or even alone, possibly. So let's see, what will happen when you start getting bored of the games you are playing now? Spose9011 asks, let's suppose for a moment that I get bored of my games. I will stop playing them and start other series. I will not play a game that I am bored of on the channel, even if it gets lots of views. If I hate the game, I'm just going to be really miserable and no one's going to enjoy those videos anyway. So I'm not going to be playing that game if I get bored of it. Will you start a new series or just add a new element to the games? For some games, I will add a new element, like Minecraft, for example. I think vanilla Minecraft is pretty boring, actually. So we can add new elements, also known as mods, and then play new series with those mods. That would be okay. But starting new series is also something that YouTubers have to do, because we need new content, always. The Dim Dim Productions. How long did it take you to get relatively large on YouTube? What is relatively large? Because if it's 20,000 subscribers, it's taken us about 6 months of seriously making videos. If it's less than that, like maybe 2,000, then that was maybe like 3 months. Yeah, maybe like 3 months it took us to become relatively large from the perspective of someone very new just starting out. There's a very strange sound coming from my ceiling. This is sort of freaking me out. Anyway, AOE is awesome. James asks, where are you from again? I am from the United States, specifically from the South. You guys can guess where I'm from. Maybe I said it in another video, but I can't really remember, and I'm not going to tell you exactly where I'm from. So, you're going to have to watch my videos if you want to know. Why do you only have one mod in Minecraft? Because I don't feel like playing Minecraft every day. I feel like playing other games. I enjoy lots of different kinds of games, so I play Minecraft and other games as well. If I have like 4 different mods for Minecraft, then I'll only be able to make a Minecraft Dinosaurs video once a week. I'm not cool with that, so we only have one mod for now. Maybe more mods in the future. We'll see. Where did you get your username? N4TEKH12899. Where did you get your name? N4 whatever your name is. N4TEK Notect. Got my name from Michael plus Igneous. Said it before earlier. Nicholas, miss you. Why are you in Korea? Already answered. How did you get started on Minecraft? I had a friend when I first started in YouTube. His name was It's Captain James. Captain James had a series called Minecraft Dinosaurs, and he told me that it was awesome and fun, so I started playing it and started a series. Unfortunately, the success of my series made him unhappy, and he said that I stole the name of the series, Minecraft Dinosaurs, even though Minecraft Dinosaurs isn't, like, it's not a particularly trademarkable name. You know, it's not like Captain James Plays. I didn't copy his name, I just used a name that made sense, like Minecraft Pokemon, Minecraft Dinosaurs, Minecraft. It makes sense to name mods like that. But he got really angry at me, and because of that, we ended up not being friends after a while. But that's how I got started on Minecraft, and it's going to continue to stay the way that it is in terms of us playing Minecraft for quite a while, probably. So stick around. I hope you enjoy the videos. What do you look like, and why are you in Korea? Infinity Bob asks. This is what I look like. Hard to believe, I know, right? Do you think that I'm very different from how you expected? Did you think that I would be a very large man, perhaps? Very fat man? I'm not large at all, actually. I'm of moderate height. I'm average height. I'm quite thin and fit. So I'm curious. Do I look the way that you guys thought I would look? Let me know in the comments below. And again, my hair does not usually look like this comb over thing. This is the business suit attire way to dress up Megneous. Can I please give your channel a shout out? Infinity Bob, I guess technically because I answered your question, that's a shout out, but I'm not going to be linking to your channel because I don't know what sort of stuff you do on your channel. So, anyway, moving on. Danny M. Do you have a lover? Did you ever think about becoming a paleontologist? Indeed. Do I have a lover? I do date at the moment. Yes. Some issues, some relationship issues, as is usual for people in relationships, but yes, I do date. Did you ever think about becoming a paleontologist? I dreamed of becoming a paleontologist, but I never actually tried to become a paleontologist or studied it in school because I wanted to study living dinosaurs and living woolly mammoths and living saber-toothed tigers. I wanted to be a biologist of ancient things. I did not want to dig up bones. So watching documentaries on dinosaurs and digging up bones of dinosaurs is very, very different. And although I very much appreciate paleontologists for all the work they do, what they do is not exactly something that I would want to do every day of my life. So that's sort of unfortunate. X Alpha Sonic X asks, what was your school life like? What are your goals in life? My school life was terrible until I went to university. I was a nerd. I was unpopular with the popular kids. I played with the kids who played video games. We were all quite unpopular. We were like made fun of and beaten up constantly. And when I told teachers they were beating me up, the teachers were like, what did you do to them? What did you do to them? Kids don't beat up kids for no reason. And now that I'm an adult, screw all of you teachers that told me that because you're an idiot, and yes, they do. Children are little devils, and they will beat up the intelligent, nerdy children in school just because maybe they're jealous or maybe they're just different. Anti-intellectualism is a very big problem in the United States. School was terrible until I went to university. Once I went to university, school was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I loved university. University was great. I learned a lot. I met a lot of amazing people. And not once was I beaten up in university, because once you go to university, people know that if they beat people up, they go to jail. Yeah. So kids in high school, for example, they just get all the mercy from the legal system you could possibly believe. Everything that they do should really end up with them going to prison. What are your goals in life? I don't have a lot of goals. I just want to have enough money to survive, and I want to have fun and play video games and read research. That's really all I want to do. I want to encourage people to join the space industry to get us into space faster, but I do not have the skill set to do that myself, so I'm counting on you guys to get us into space, and I'm also waiting for SpaceX and Planetary Resources to really kick things off so that hopefully in about 45 years I can go to Mars and retire on Mars. Yeah, in fact, that's my only goal in life, really. My only goal in life is to go and live on Mars. And if I can do that sooner rather than later, that would be really cool. So please, please get involved in space industry. I would very much appreciate that. What got you into producing YouTube videos? Already answered. What is your deepest regret in your lifetime? My deepest regret in my lifetime is that I dated an amazing woman in university, a woman that to this day makes my heart all aflutter. I miss her greatly, and I probably screwed that up beyond repair since it's been years since I've heard from her anyway. But that would probably be my deepest regret in life. I was very angry because I grew up in a poor family. I was very very immature about money because I had no money, so I worried about money constantly. I wasn't very accepting of some culture differences between her parents and myself. I wasn't very accepting of conservative parents. I made her life difficult, and we ended up breaking up. And there's probably not maybe not a day, but these days maybe not a week that goes by where I don't wonder what she's doing, how she is, if she's happy, and that's probably really unfortunate. That's my biggest regret. That's really sad. And for those of you who may be wondering, who was she? What was she like? Well, I'm not going to tell you about that, but if you're watching this video right now, you know who you are. If you could change something in the world, what would it be? I would make humans more interested in going to space. I think that we need to colonize Mars immediately, and we need to start colonizing the moons of Jupiter and Saturn if we can figure out how to stop the radiation. We need to start colonizing like freaking everything. I'm not even joking. Asteroids, our moon, Mars's 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. We need to start colonizing everything. We need to fill up the entirety of our solar system, and then we need to go to the stars beyond. It is our inevitable future, our destiny as an intelligent species to take to the stars. And if I could change anything, it would be the apathy of the world's people and their anger towards one another instead of their camaraderie and working together to benefit our species in getting to the stars. That's what I would change. Have I ever partaken in an activity that was illegal? Yes, many different activities in many different countries that are illegal for various reasons. Some that are good reasons and some that are bad reasons, but we're not going to talk about those at the moment. We'll talk about those later, maybe. What are your plans for YouTube in the near and far future? No particular plans. I hate networks mostly, but maybe we'll find a network eventually if someone gives me a good enough deal. Maybe. What other gaming systems do you own? I have an Xbox 360. I also have a GameCube and an N64, a Super Nintendo, and a Nintendo but all of these are in the United States. They are not here in Korea with me. If you could have something changed about yourself, what would it be? Photographic memory, fly, etc. If I could change something about myself, I would make me live on Mars. Yeah. You guys like don't understand this maybe, but like really that's like all I want to do in my life. I want humans to colonize Mars, and I want to live on Mars. Just because. Dude, it's Mars. Why would you not want to live on Mars? Come on. When do you want to stop making videos? Never! Because I enjoy doing YouTube as a full-time career, and I enjoy the fact that you guys enjoy watching my videos. So as long as you watch my videos and I get lots of views, and I can continue to support myself on ad revenue, I will continue making videos. That was Eduardo Valdez again, by the way. Already answered. Hey, you said you would talk about your political views towards the US. Was curious if you still would. I did. You should check it out earlier in the video. That's Dorky Hippie, by the way. He says that he won't be offended by anything he promises. Well, thank you, Dorky, for not being offended by, my opinions. I don't think anyone should be offended by opinions, actually, unless it's something racist, which I am probably the least racist person in the world. Okay. No, I do not play Minecraft on Xbox, Sam. I prefer rock to rap, Sam. Do you like cheese, or cheese is why... It's why will you be dressing up? I don't really understand your question, Carvera, but yes, I love cheese. It is very unfortunate that here in Korea, we do not have very cheap cheese. It's also very nasty cheese. We don't have very high quality cheeses here in Korea. I would have to go to Costco probably to get a decent cheese. Big Daddy 4988 asks, do you like to support people who want to be big on YouTube, and do you ever mention them? If so, please mention Subject Rerex. Okay, Subject Rerex, I have mentioned you. Big Daddy, I do sometimes give shoutouts, but oh look, here's Subject Rerex right up here. I do sometimes give shoutouts, but I usually have to be friends with someone first, and I have to check their channel and make sure that they do content that I think is worthy of a shout out. Subject subjects rerex, I will not be wearing a ninja skin because I think that wearing a skin that every other person wears makes me not very unique. I like being unique, and because of that, I will be using, my skin that was made by Munchable Penguins, I believe. I think. Or Adam Mofo. Maybe Adam Mofo made my skin. Adam Mofo or Munchable Penguins, one of those two people. One of them made me a background, and one of them made me the skin. I think Adam Mofo made me the skin.